I want to say something here at the start of this piece because, hey, you might disagree so strongly that you might not make it to the end, you might fall asleep, or you just came here to press the dislike button and get the heck out. Your folks' time is important, but I want to encourage you to each day check out the smaller WoW channels, especially the ones that are smaller than my shitty one. There are a lot of passionate people that deserve views, feedback, criticism, likes, dislikes, and all of that. Watching us is a great way of supporting the community, and who knows, you might stumble on the next awesome thing. This should be the only time I speak about this topic in a recording, so enjoy my failed attempt at roasting. Hey, it's Soul with news, opinions, and anal issues. I'm gonna talk about the WarcraftBible drama debacle thing. First, why? The channel's already been damaged. Some commenters and other YouTubers are already tearing the channel apart at every opportunity. And it's been weeks, which is pretty much ancient history now, so why join in, right? It's obviously a ploy for views, a way to get attention and raise my status as a channel by stepping over the wounded body of another. And you can judge. I'm on YouTube, so I'm asking for it, obviously. I'm right here. Here's my stupid face. I'm doing this because I'd like folks to take my opinion and slanted analysis and turn it into an awareness of just how vulnerable YouTubers and YouTube itself is to corruption. Money and fame do that, and I'd argue that most YouTubers, including myself, have those kinds of aspirations. I also hope that the operator of WarcraftBible hears about this piece and takes it to heart when I say that you should just embrace your mistakes and let this setback be something that tempers your fortitude, not something to run away from and bury with censorship and a pile of content that'll somehow make the internet forget what you did. I don't need to cite examples in my video or make a piece just to crucify and insult WarcraftBible's creator. That's already been done, and I'll put credit where it's due. I'm not here to reignite the drama out of malice for WarcraftBible, but as a fellow creator, WarcraftBible is considered one of my many counterparts. For me to say nothing would be me condoning his behavior, and I don't want the Warcraft YouTube community to be an environment where this sort of stuff is tolerated. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into post-production either because I'd rather do things for the channel, more important stuff than fucking drama. I spent a good number of hours scripting today's piece, and I hope you listen to it because in the end, writing this is a waste of my time that I could have spent practicing my sexy talk. Why? You'll find out when I get around to it. Oh. So let's recap. August 8th, 2016, YouTuber Kakio pushes a video called The Problem with WarcraftBible. In his piece, Kakio catches the channel taking news articles, even comments from gaming websites such as Kotaku, Engadget, Tech Times, Den of Geek, International Business Times, Complex, Cinema Blend, Wowhead, Financial Post, Cracked, The Daily Dot, and God knows who else, using them as scripts for its videos. And this isn't just heavy inspiration, this is literally reading from the articles. Needless to say, the video explodes, becoming Kakio's second most viewed video as of this recording. What's the most viewed? Go see for yourself. He deserves a pat on the back for his research, and well, there are other merits to his channel too. In the days that followed, WarcraftBible's growth took a swift kick in the junk due to an exodus of subscribers, a presumed drop in views, and taking down the videos that were part of the expose. Maybe you can call it the KAKIOCALYPSE. You get it? Yeah? No. As a response, WarcraftBible pulled some of its called out content as just stated, and posted an apology video, which was then pulled a couple of days later. I'm like, really, what the fuck? Okay, I finally get around to writing the script for my response piece, and I want to at least mention that, hey, an apology video was posted, and now I can't. Damn. Thankfully, there's a merit to the video that apparently you should not see, and if that link gets broken, I'll try to update it somewhere if one's available. Also, not all the videos Kakio mentions in the description were taken down, at least not as of this recording. In the description are 4.5 instances of content theft, and I say half because one of them is just a Wowhead comment. But that's still pretty distasteful though if it doesn't warrant a takedown. To humor myself and feel like I'm doing good for the world, I glanced at the terms of service for the International Business Times website to see that, yeah, their entire site is restricted except for their conditions of fair use. And reciting an article out loud without critique, parody, and the other criteria is unfortunately probably not grounds for fair use. Another gem is this piece here, which reads, "We are concerned about the integrity of our site when it is viewed in a setting created by a third party like YouTube. That includes advertising or other materials that we have not authorized to be displayed with the content of our site, like YouTube. Neither you nor any third party shall make use of the content of our site in any manner that constitutes an infringement of our rights, including copyright, or that has not been authorized by us." WarcraftBible does throw up a link to the article as a fifth source. Fifth source? Where's the rest? Is this supposed to be a credit though? Does it make it okay? Because I didn't see anything in the terms of service about attributions and a description being tantamount to permission to use copyrighted material. Anyway, I get the effort that was made, but just to make sure everything's square, I linked the video and the article to the site's Twitter and sent them an email with the same information. If the video stays up, then hey, we know WarcraftBible's in the clear, or they don't care. Sweet. Injecting my opinion here, but WarcraftBible guy, by taking down your own apology video, you figuratively said, sorry not sorry. Or you're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug, but the sorry not sorry thing is at least a failed attempt at humor. Anyway, by retracting your own apology, you're making an attempt to move on, not by learning a valuable lesson, but by hiding your mistakes. Call me sentimental, but there's a sort of romanticism to getting knocked down, acknowledging your mistakes, and bouncing back. In writing, that's called the hero's journey. That's the story of redemption, and thanks to your actions, you've forfeited that opportunity. So in the aftermath of this, let's get some facts down. 1. He's still got a pretty big channel. It shrunk a little bit, but it's got some diehard fans and probably more than a few accounts that aren't actively being used anymore, so those subs are like permanent diehard, I guess. By comparison, I have not as big of a channel, but hey, I broke 1,000 subs. Whoop whoop. In an online world where sub count, gear score, karma, and attractiveness factor a lot into your ability to be influential, it's not prudent for me to poke at this topic without expecting significant pushback. Number 2, I'm mostly being a hater, obviously. It kind of goes back to number 1, but yeah, I'm jealous. I mean, look at the Wang comparison. Damn! WarcraftBible produces in a way very different from my own. In a way, this guy's behavior is par of the course of someone who wants to fast-track their way to fame. Bad press spreads faster than good press, so as harmful as it is for WarcraftBible to lose its current subscriptions, it's got a lot of potential for new subscribers curious about who the heck this guy is. Hey, it's sold with news, opinions, and self-esteem misuse, but I don't have it in me to push the original content his channel produces. 5 shocking stories of people who took World of Warcraft too far. 5 of the best yells in World of Warcraft history. Top 5 funniest World of Warcraft GM tickets ever. 5 most annoying bosses in World of Warcraft history. 5 craziest things people actually do in World of Warcraft. For fun, 4 of those are actual videos from WarcraftBible. 1 of them is not. Okay, that's not really fun. Some of you may have strong opinions on clickbait or otherwise silly topics with no substance. At the same time, there's really only so much original content that can be produced until you're scraping at the bottom looking for something to talk about. Or in this context, to steal others' content and run it as your own. Number 3, silly videos are not a bad thing. Because there's an audience for them. Clearly, there is an audience for them. YouTube is a platform for news, information, entertainment, and stuff to fap to. Oh, okay, she's too young. That's the wrong person. Yeah, okay. I myself have silly shit on my channel. I have silly, trashy stuff coming down the pipe. Nothing wrong with failed attempts at humor, apart from the failures. The wrongdoings of WarcraftBible don't just include the blatant stealing of content, but pushing it to create an identity that is not inherently his. It's this, the content that survived the KAKIOCALYPSE, is what WarcraftBible is. He's a silly video guy, and that's great, that's fine, and he has a following. He ought to embrace that identity, accept his mistakes and judgment, learn something, and move on. Then he can let his fans and content, not his haters, falsehoods, and negative comments, define the future of his channel. But then we got number 4, WarcraftBible doesn't deserve any mercy whatsoever. Okay, it's not a fact at all, but just an opinion. You know what though, let me make an argument for it, just hear me out. What WarcraftBible did was obviously demonstrably wrong, and it was done multiple times. He admitted it before pulling that video. I mean, think about it. He premeditated the stealing of content, read it aloud into a recording, threw some video on it, although some of that was stolen too, did some post-production, encoded it, uploaded it, popped the description on it, some straight up citing legalese like he knew he was in a moral gray area, and then talked himself up with his growing community atop a foundation that was not his own. Posting the apology video was a good gesture, even if the reactions from viewers was crazy negative, at least from what I heard. I didn't even have time to see it before it was brought down. Having it up means that a lot of the negative feedback can be sort of contained on that video. It's not different from how a lot of forums are moderated. When there's a hot topic, moderators will funnel users into a single megathread for numerous reasons, like consolidating information and feedback, preventing multiple threads of the same topic from flooding the site, and giving a chance for responses from like developers or subject matter experts to be expressed to the entire audience. WarcraftBible could have left that video up to help contain the conversation there, it would be toxic. It would have tons of dislikes and hate and memes and nastiness. But then he could have moved on from the haters to keep making content for his fans. But the video was pulled. Taking that away means that now the negativity will spill into future videos, and it has. It means the apology video will be posted somewhere outside of his control, and it has. It means punk-ass channels like mine are going to make a talking point about it for our benefit. And I have. And if you made it this far in the video, grats. You're a small part of it who just might spread the word. The creator of WarcraftBible is a grown man who, like nearly all people of Earth, have made mistakes. Trying to hide or bury your weaknesses and consequences is to cheat yourself out of the tough lessons in life. WarcraftBible forfeited its chance for mercy, and now its creator will have to find a way to thrive with this thing shadowing over his channel. And number 5. What you people watch, like and subscribe to, define YouTube and the community you enjoy being a part of. In the end, it's the viewers who drive creators' motivations. It's up to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to decide what kind of YouTube experience do you want to have. Whatever conclusion you come to is your own. I'm not asking you to be on the lookout for content theft. You're here to be entertained, and this video probably didn't do that, so I'm sorry that our Monday is being wasted on this. As a small channel, I want to grow alongside the bigger boys and girls without feeling disadvantaged by those who steal content and try to get away with it. I don't want other up-and-comers to feel that content theft and drama call-out videos are the way to success here. But shamelessly, I'll ask you to like and sub, but show your support for the community in any way you can. And stay breezy, guys.